Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this episode of Lego Modular Buildings. Just picked up my very first official Lego building a few weeks ago. This is a real Lego building. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos on Lego builds, you'll know that I'm a big fan of non-Lego kits that'll save you a ton of money. And they're almost the same quality. But having said that, I had never built a true Lego, official Lego modular to really compare it to. So, always saying that, I was really talking about the price. The price was right. The quality seemed good. And I couldn't imagine it being much different than the Legos. I do have real Lego kits, but just not modulars, smaller kits, cars, small buildings, etc. And when you buy non-Lego pieces, they snap together, and the quality's good. But this gives me a chance to really have some inside information, you know. So what I've done is I started building these too late. So most of the modulars, the majority of the modulars were retired, and so these things can be 600 to 2,000. Really crazy for a kit that's 2,000 to 3,000 pieces of plastic. To me, the price has always been ridiculous, and so to find an off-brand company, even though they're making they're copying the Lego design, which I have some issues with, but the prices were always sometimes under 100, sometimes just a little bit over 100. Instead of 700 to 3,000, or whatever. So, but last time I was at my official Lego store, Bricknology in Eagle, Idaho. It's my favorite. It's not an official Lego, store. We have one finally in Meridian, Idaho, but I really like Bricknology in Eagle. Last time I was there, I realized I can pick up like the current modulars. Now, a modular is a building, as you see on the screen, and they all snap together, and you can make an entire city street setup by building these, and they're just so cool. So they had 3 that have been out in 2023, which is the current year, and the prices were pretty good. So I decided to pick one up. All right, let's move on. This one's got 2,899 pieces. This is what it looked like when I opened it up. And at first I thought, really cool that it's got the official box. And there are collectors who collect these boxes, and I laugh because it's a box, But there are people who carefully cut these open and fold them and put them in a storage, temperature-controlled room, storage box. Not interested. I'm going to burn it in my burn barrel next time I get a chance. Once you open it up, the plastic bags look just like the ones I get from the non-Lego companies. The booklet is different because it has the official Lego cover, but so you get some of that. But really, very similar. So start with the plate, of course. That's the size of every modular, and then I started with some trim pieces up top there. Now, I did notice pretty quickly that the official Lego pieces have a richer color to them, so that's a quality thing. And then I also noticed that they snap together better. So, it's Lego. They have invested millions and millions into doing this, and so I'm sure smaller copycat companies just can't quite compete with this level. But in general, as I built, I kind of felt like I wouldn't spend $700 to $3,000 for a retired kit, but I would. This isn't bad, and I think this was, just over $200 for this one. This one was a more expensive one. $225, I think, is what it was. But there was a few others that were just right at $199. I think, in the store, if I remember correctly. So here I am laying this out. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos about building these modulars, you know that I don't look at the box carefully. I don't look at the plans carefully. I don't look online. All I know is this is a jazz club. So part of the fun for me is laying this thing down and just seeing what unfolds. Super fun. If I knew exactly where everything was beforehand, I'm just putting pieces down, right? But here I'm like it's a puzzle. It's a mystery to me because I am looking at this going, well, I know the sidewalk is out front here. But what is all this stuff? Like, what room is what? Like, I don't know. It's really cool. So as I lay this down, I'm like, okay, we have a black and white checkered floor. What could that be? What room would that be? Well, it's not I mean, if this is a jazz club, there's not enough room here for that to be a dance floor. This looks like an entrance. Little section here that might be stairs. And then this is the larger area, so maybe this is the club. So as we look at this kind of top view, we've got some little red single studs, which are kind of interesting. And, you know, you're always wondering, like, what are these studs for? What's going to go there? And it's starting some blue color here on the front. So, and then this person came together with some sticks in her hands, which I thought was interesting, sticks. So, all right, then in this checkerboard area, we see this oven with some wood underneath of it. So this is a wood-burning oven, perhaps. So it looks like maybe this is the kitchen. That starts to kind of make sense. And there's the toilet. So here is the bathroom, which is maybe under the stairs, perhaps. A little water in the toilet bowl. Very small bathroom. So, and this looks like another firewood storage, and it's just outside of that kitchen area. That's kind of cool with folding doors, but you got these little pizza-shaped pieces, wedges, that are randomly kind of put in here to look like kind of firewood. So, all right, cool. And then this round on the floor over here in the right corner, there's this round thing, which is usually something that rotates on that. One thing I did notice that the high quality Lego pieces, they snap together so well. When I put a few in the wrong place, it was very difficult to remove. Even with the little official Lego removing tool, I had to get out a steak knife and kind of wedge underneath a corner to pry it up. Now I don't have that problem as much with the cheaper off-brand pieces. They don't quite snap as snugly, but Lego has it down. These things really fit together well. So, okay, so the lady with the stick, she's the drummer, so we've got her on the stage. Now, the stage is set kind of on a rotating piece. It doesn't rotate, but it does move just a little bit. I don't know why they didn't just snap it down, why they felt like it had to be on a rotating piece. Maybe because stages can rotate sometimes, but this one doesn't have room to rotate. It just keeps it down, but it can kind of move very little. So I thought that was an odd choice. So nice drum set with the cymbals and the bass drum and the snare drum over here, and then a saxophone sitting in the stand, and then the bass player comes in. He's standing up with a nice bass. Now it came with a bass guitar case. Now, is that a bass guitar or is that a cello? Now that I look at it, it looks more like a cello. It's a jazz club, so I'm not sure what that would be. But he's not holding like a thing. Anyway, it came with a guitar case or a cello case, and I just chose not to build it because I didn't think there really was room for it. Also, these tables went up with some glasses and a bottle on them with some seats. So the chef showed up for his shift at the turns out this is a wood burning pizza oven. There's his pizza paddle, which is also a paddle in other kits, but here it's a pizza paddle. And then I love this look here. We got Just everything laid out nice with the peppers and the Parmesan cheese probably up here, different seasonings. Not sure if that's salt, pepper, and something else. I don't know. Down here we've got sausage, fresh sausage, and green pepper maybe. I'm not sure what that is. And then here's a finished pizza. So just cool. It's a nice use of that little space. So pizza. The kitchen is up here in the corner. We've got a bathroom access from the Jazz Club here, and back door, I think. So front door should be here eventually. So just another look here, and what I've done in this picture is add these glass globes for the lighting. Now that's going to eventually be replaced by a lighting kit because I realized I needed to order a lighting kit. So from brickloot.com, Brickloot, they're my favorite, probably the best prices, best quality. And I like their USB box power system where you can plug in multiple buildings to one plug, and then that goes into the wall. So it's just a better system than some that I had previously. So I love that. So here we have a door. Not sure where that's going to go. I mean, it goes, looks like to the stairs. So I'm not sure if there's going to be another entrance over here. This is maybe the Jazz Club entrance. Oh, maybe this has got to be like the kitchen, the pizza entrance. I don't know if you can order pizza here. Maybe this is a separate shop. Jazz Club is separate than that makes sense. Jazz Club separate than the pizza shop. Again, you can see why you can see that I didn't research like what these really are. That's part of the fun. So putting in the windows, I love how I just got a new camera, new phone, and nothing fancy, but I like how it blurs. You can blur the background and just focus on the front. Which I think is really cool for this kind of picture. And then here goes, oh, okay, so windows pop up here, and there is a door to the pizza shop there. And maybe eventually there'll be some signs here. And then there is a jazz concert poster put up here. So in front of the pizza shop, we've got this, just got the lighting kit. On the day that I installed this. So we've got this kind of these crates over here, pallet wood is what it looks like, with some flowers growing up it or vines growing up it in front of this window, and then this will be lit up eventually. So that lighting kit, haven't quite installed the whole thing yet because it looks like the next step is to bring some of these globes into this area, but there's also some lighting that goes over the front door of the Jazz Club, and I need to finish that before I can really go any further. I found that it's much easier to do the lighting as you go because the instructions show you have to tear apart the building in places to get the lighting in. Same thing I did with like the Titanic and some of my other builds. I did the lighting as I went. I find that so much easier. I don't like to tear stuff apart. It's frustrating. Sometimes you can't get it quite back the way you like it. But anyway, that's just an update. This is just a progress update of another project. I've had some people ask me, well, how come you haven't put out another video of, this game or that game or that project? Well, I have about 20, 30 projects going all the time at the same time. And I realized instead of just putting out one long video at the end that shows this whole process, this whole project, I thought I would just do a little update. Here's, the first, I think this was 3 nights of building, just a couple hours a night, not rushing, just kind of taking my time at the kitchen table. Usually just put on some music or a podcast or Netflix or something on my phone, and I just kind of sit. It's my relaxing time. I love it. One of my favorite things to do, probably what I'm going to do after I finish this video and get it posted, is a little bit more building. So anyway, if you ever get a chance to pick up one of these Lego modulars, get them while you can, because once they are retired, the prices go crazy. But you can get them now at your local Lego store. So I'll catch you next time, and I'll show you the progress then. For now, Mr. Johns is